Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jamila.
And I'm Mo.
And we're back at Sex Talk.
Sex Talk!
Sex Talk.
It's great to have you back.
Yay, we're glad to be back.
This time we're going to be talking about having sex with your friends. That can be we have gotten questions about if I have sex with my friends, will that ruin the friendship, and kind of what to do about that.
Right. I think that's a valid kind of question because you always hear this, oh no, if we have sex or if we start dating, then it's going to ruin the friendship and we're never going to be able to go back to the way things were.
Right. And then conversely, I hear a lot of the friends with benefits, people start doing that and then it kind of crashes and burns. And I would say that from both ends of those, what I'm not seeing is people knowing how to truly be a great friend to somebody. That sex doesn't ruin a friendship if people genuinely care and know how to collaborate and know how to negotiate and continue to put energy into the relationship. Because what it is a relationship. Right?
I think that's a really, really valid point. And it's funny that you say that people aren't really sure how to be a good friend, because a lot of times when people are dating and they're having like blocks with dating, I often say, instead of looking at each date as a potential long-term romantic relationship partner, think of them as a friend first.
Right.
And I think that developing friendship in any relationship, whether it's intimate, whether it's romantic, whether it's, platonic, or however you want to define it, if you care about that person as your friend,
how do you show them that?
Yeah, it's going to make it a lot easier navigating the waters, because you're always going to be like, well, what would I do for my good friend?
Right, this person that I care about.
Right.
And I think a lot of times we silo these things of like, what I would do for a romantic sexual partner is radically different than what I would do for a friend, which I think for both of us, we're like, why would you do that? Why would you act completely different when it's a relationship? And the things that make a healthy friendship actually are the things that make a really vibrant, healthy sexual romantic relationship.
Yeah. And I think what you're talking about too sort of perpetuates this thing that happens where people get into a relationship and all of a sudden they don't see their friends anymore. Right.
Like you're actually not being in a great relationship then to your friends, and now you've siloed yourself off.
Right.
And if that shifts, then there's that, oh, now I'm alone and now I have to crawl back to my friends and your friends are hurt. And I think we're both advocating for, can we have a more integrated sense of, here's my lover I have sex with, who I'm friendly with and who I care about, and my friends who are my non-sex.
Right. Who are everybody is a friend of some sort. You treat each person with compassion, with kindness, with respect, with admiration. Right. Those things are sort of at the core of every relationship, as opposed to, well, this is someone I'm sleeping with, so they get more of this, they get more caregiving, and this person is someone I'm not sleeping with, so they get a little bit less. And, we are, to be fair to you and to everybody, we're deeply conditioned in this culture, in our society to, till death do us part. Right. I mean, let's, in sickness and in health. Right. Like, let's just be clear, the messages that we're given about romantic partnerships and monogamy and marriage, they're always, like, romance is only for monogamous marriage, long-term relationships. Right. And then only then do you use this, like, in sickness and in health, till death do us part kind of philosophy. Right. And so people get into relationships, I think, and they're like, oh, well, this person's going to get my all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of language that we use, that you're my all, you get my all. And what kind of situation does that set up for the rest of your life? How sustainable is that? Yeah. And it doesn't seem very healthy to put all of that on one person and then to withdraw again from your friend group. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then so I think going deep further into this, like, friends with benefits, or if you have a friend, can you be romantic with them? And the answer obviously is between you two.
You two negotiate that.
Yeah.
The three of you.
Yeah, 3 of you, 4 of you, however many. But the bottom line is as an individual, if you can always think of your person, this person, as your friend, and always want what's best for them.
Right.
Regardless of whether or not you continue dating. Or the, you know, the sexual chemistry is there or it's not there, or despite all of the other variables, if you just, you know, make a commitment to always treat your friend, as someone you want their best interest at heart, then I think that you can navigate those waters.
Absolutely. Then everything can be talked about, things can be figured out, and it opens up all of these amazing vistas. I've been experimenting with being romantic with friends. I've brought flowers to my friends. I've gotten flowers from friends. I have 2 friends that are taking me away for a weekend. Like, it's not sexual. It's going to be them taking me away and us to hang out. And I've never had that. And so I encourage people and invite people, why don't we start experimenting with care and romanticism, not just in our sexual relationships.
100%. Yeah, you can be romantic with your friends. You can be passionate and loving.
Cook
and
dinner and like candlelight dinner.
Yeah, candlelight dinner and have dates.
Yes.
And there might be intimacy, there might not. There might be this kind of intimacy and...
Right, a sexual intimacy can be different than a romantic intimacy. But that care, as Mo was saying, about we just keep showing up and I care about what's best for you. What that could do, how that could change our communities, our relationships.
Yeah. And I feel like I just have to add this in there, you know, as someone who believes in ethical non-monogamy and ethical polyamory and those types of things. I think that these types of relationships, we're having them already.
We are.
You know, you have your friends that you go have dinner with. You have your friends that you go watch the game with. You have your friends that you tell all your secrets to. You have we have so many different types of relationships all the time, and we love them in so many different ways.
Yes.
And I think, to me, we're already living in this sort of like polyamorous lifestyle, whether you choose to call it that or not. And so seeing even like your friends with benefits in that sort of light I feel like it all kind of like interweaves itself together.
Completely. So love your friends, love your lovers, love your friend lovers. Right, love them the same. And see how rich your love life becomes.
Yes, that's right.
All right, until next time, take care, everybody.
Sex talk.
Sex talk.
Bye.
Bye.